sometimes in life, the partner we thought we would have forever is no longer by our side, whether it's losing someone because of divorce or because of death. Finding love again can be scary. So we have an expert here. You might remember that we are joined by Matchmaker April Davis. She was with us a few weeks ago, April, and we had such a good conversation about dating. I wanted to have you back to talk about another subject here. And I know that some of our viewers watching right now, maybe it was divorce, maybe it was death. They found themselves single and are quote unquote in that pool again, not knowing exactly how to approach it. What are your thoughts about just the first step of getting out there?
Well, initially, I think people need to take a moment to reflect and figure out who they are and what they want. And also, because, you know, when you're in a relationship, you kind of mesh into the other person. And so it's important to reflect on, okay, what do you truly want? Who are you truly? And what are your interests? You know, get back to your hobbies and really get back to your true self and figure out, you know, how are you going to show up in this next relationship, and make sure if you've had any kind of baggage or sensitivities from past relationships, that you're addressing them. So maybe it's working with a therapist or a counselor or maybe a relationship coach in order to make sure you don't want to carry that baggage. I mean, we all have sensitivities, we all have past experiences, and definitely the people that are dating later in life are going to have more of that. So it's important to, you know, do your work, do your homework, whether it's reading a book, you know, maybe listening to different podcasts about dating and relationships, you know, talking to a therapist. I think all of that is really important. So then you're not putting these expectations on the next person to conform to what your issues are, and that you're addressing them yourself.
I think that's really good. Just taking a moment to look in the mirror.
Yes,
because there's always something we could do to improve ourselves. Well, if people do that, maybe they've been to therapy, they're just taking a pause, and then they're going, okay, how do I look for a match? And what am I looking for within a match? That seems intimidating too.
Well, think about what are your values? What's important to you in the person? I think when you're looking for a match in your 20s, you're looking for different things than you are later in life.
Absolutely.
And I think what's interesting about like dating in your 50s, first of all, I'm so excited for these people because they get to start over again. And you know, when when you're in your 20s, you're picking a lot of times for superficial reasons, and you don't know really what somebody's potential or what they're going to turn into. But by the time you're in your 50s, like, you know, the tide is out. You see who people are and what they've done with their life, the decisions they've made, and how it's impacted them. Like, have they made good decisions? You know, financial decisions, a relationship, you know, family, friends decisions, career decisions. So it's just really, you know, it's just, you know who you're getting, who you have, and not necessarily just their like potential, right? So I think it's important to look at a person's values, or what your values are and what you want from that relationship and that connection with a person, and hold true to that. So, and then you can do things to get yourself in front of those kind of people that have those same shared values.
And would that be going to different?
Well, whether it's like maybe religion is important to you, or maybe you want somebody that likes to travel or is adventurous and maybe they like to bike or golf or whatever it is. You know, you can get involved in things and meet people and just build up your whole social network. So if you want to meet more people, if you want to like enhance your value, I think it's important to have a good amount of resources to pull from, and so that's either like friends, and these are things that are going to build your confidence too, right?
Sure, good point.
Yeah, it's friends, it's hobbies, interest, and just knowing a lot about a lot of different things too will make you more attractive.
Yeah, have something to talk about.
Right.
Okay, well, your website, give it to us real quick for your matchmaking business.
Yeah, it's lumasearch.com. So Luma stands for luxury matchmaking, and so LUMA search.com.
Okay, well, you can find more there, and we'll have you back because we got lots more to talk about.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, April.